Hello and welcome to your daily love message from your person. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 3 decks of cards for this reading today. I'm going to bring in The Masculine Madness by Bridget. I'm also going to bring in The Midnight Confessions Oracle by Mystic Moon and The Love Never Dies by Mystic Moon. So we're going to connect with these 3 cards to see what your person wants to say to you. But they also are giving me a little channeled message I'm going to talk about now. I'm also going to bring into tomorrow's daily love reading as well. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. Now, I feel right now your person is processing what they know they need to do, what they know they need to change to be able to have a life with you and to be with you. They're thinking about it very deeply. It's on their mind. They're working out how to put the plan that they have in their mind into action in their life, into an actual movement forward to you. That's why you may be having issues with your legs. So, if you've got scratches on your legs or if you bang your leg or anything's going on with your legs, it's all connected with movements. But what they're giving me is the stomach. Now, the stomach is connected with digestion. So obviously if you think about if you eat something that doesn't agree with you, it's going to affect your stomach. It's going to give you indigestion, or you're going to have problems when it's going into your stomach, and it may give you stomach cramps or stomach pain. It could even give you diarrhea or constipation. Constipation is when we're holding things in. Diarrhea is when things need to go. So I feel they are processing things they are aware of, things they know they need to change and do. And that may be affecting their stomach because it brings up fear. And fear can cause gripping pain. And what they know they need to do is overcome that fear, that gripping pain, by trusting in their gut instinct, their intuition, and believing and having faith in what they intuitively know that they need to do, which really is to make a move, do something, make that change happen, and also go with the flow. So the stomach cramps they're having is the fact that they're digesting information, and that information, some of it may not be what they like because they may not like the thought of change or upsetting anyone or causing a problem. And what they need to release is the fear around that and the struggle around that in exchange for peace, because it's the acceptance of, I know I need to do this, so I'm going to. I'm just waiting for the right time, or I know now what I need to do. And that will settle the stomach. So I feel that's what they're going through today. And I feel really that's the channel message for you, no matter what these cards bring out. And I'm going to talk about that a bit more in tomorrow's reading. So what do they want to say to you today? What do they want to say? So we know they're accepting their situation, especially if they're in something already they need to release, or they've got to stand up to people in their life. What do they want you to know? What do they want you to know? What do they want you to know? Not many cards coming out, but I feel it's the right card. So the first card is Crowded Room. And I feel what this is as well is they don't want to be around you in a crowded room. So for example, if you're always together when there's other people around, say you work together, so it's a crowded room and there's lots of you there, they want to get you alone. Or imagine you're in an event or a social setting. Perhaps you're in a bar or a club or a restaurant and there's always people around. Or perhaps you're in the same group of friends and there's always people around. They want to get you alone. They don't want to be in a room full of people. They want to get you alone. So I feel that's the first message. They want to get you alone. And even if there's no one around and you've just perhaps been messaging behind the scenes, or it's been very secretive, but it's been online, or, you've not been around each other, they want to get you alone in person. This is about them wanting to actually be face to face with you, spending time with you. It says, in public, my mind drifts off to sinful places about you. So also what they're letting you know is wherever they are, whomever they're with, whatever they're doing, they are thinking about you. And they're saying sinful thoughts because, again, this could be that they're digesting how they can be free. Because I'm feeling crowded room could be they're with family, friends, around other people. They could have a karmic partner and their life can feel like it's crowded, like there's people there, and they don't want that. They want to be alone with you. They want to get you alone. And they're also aware that they're having thoughts about you. And these thoughts can get very intimate and they may see them as sinful because it could be seen as taboo or forbidden because they're already in something. And they're saying in public. And I feel this could also be when they're at work. So when they're at work, they're thinking about you. When they're driving around, they're thinking about you. When they're doing the shopping, they're thinking about you. They can't stop thinking about you when they're in public. Or when they, obviously they think about you at night, but they want you to know they're always thinking about you. So when there's a crowded room of people, they're thinking about you and they only want you and they want to get you alone. You know, they don't want to be around these other people. This is what they're digesting right now. I don't want to be in a crowded room. I want to be with you. Or if I'm in a crowded room, I want to be in that crowded room with you. So in public, their mind drifts off to you and they think very passionate, sinful thoughts about you, sinful places. So again, this could be about going somewhere that's very, sinful. So they could see it as like taking you to somewhere that's really juicy that perhaps they wouldn't go with anywhere else. Somewhere, it could be like going to a raunchy restaurant or, somewhere like going to they showed me like a burlesque club or something like that, things that you can do. Because what I'm feeling as well as sinful places, like with you, they can explore their fantasies and you'd allow that. You'd allow them to explore their fantasies. Maybe their fantasies have been repressed in other relationships, or they give me a block there, yeah. They haven't been able to express what they've really had going on inside of them to anyone else, because number one, they've never really wanted to explore that with anyone but you, but also because they've perhaps felt a bit embarrassed about it. So I feel they're really excited about the fact that you're going to allow them to explore all different sides of them. That's coming through as well from a very intimate perspective. And saying, I believe that you could save me. And this is monster. So they feel like a monster. A lot of them feel like a monster because they've kept you a secret, or it's been taboo or forbidden, or it's not out in the open yet, or they've lied to you about things or hurt you. So they feel like a monster. And this is something they're digesting. So they may also be sitting there late at night going over the past, regretting things they've gone through, done. We've had these messages coming up, haven't we, where they've been going over the shouldas, the wouldas, the couldas. And they said, I feel like a monster. And I believed you could save me. They've always known. It's like they're saying, I know you can save me. I believe you can save me. So this is a message that they believe in you. But they always believed in you from the beginning. Because you always saw beyond the mask they wore and the person they were showing off to the world, that monster. You believed in them even when they were pushing you away. You showed them the light even when they were operating in the darkness. So I feel they're very grateful for you. And they want to show that and prove that to you out in the open as well. So they want to also show you off in a crowded room. They don't want it to be behind closed doors. They're saying there's so much anger inside me, I feel hostile. So a lot of them are angry because of the situation. And they're angry, and that's another thing they're digesting, because when you digest anger, it can affect your stomach as well. And anger can also bring up resentment, and resentment is what leads to digestive issues in the first place. It can lead to indigestion and heartburn and acid reflux if there's resentment there. So they could resent their karmic situation. They could resent people around them in this crowded room environment where people are perhaps telling them to do one thing and they want to do something else. They can even resent themselves for the way they've treated you. So I don't feel they resent you or they feel hostile or angry towards you. It's how they feel towards themselves. And they feel very pressured in that way. It's not even what anyone else is doing. It's what they feel inside. So they may even be releasing this anger through physical activity. So they could be doing some activity like on their body. They could be down the gym. They could be exercising. But they know they've got to release this anger. And the best way to release anger or frustration or heartburn and acid reflux is scream therapy, screaming, shouting. And they may be shouting, they may be angry at another person, they could be having arguments with their karmic partner, or they could be having an argument with their boss, or they could be having an argument with a family member. They could be going through that, but really need to release all this pent-up frustration. It's really all about frustration because they want you and they want to get you alone, and they want to bring this out into the open, and they don't want to have to hide this part of them that's been repressed. So also what they've been repressing down is their desire and their thoughts about being with you in a very intimate way and expressing that desire part of them that other people may have made them feel guilty about. They may have felt guilty about expressing certain things and emotions. And that's what's being healed now. Betrayal. I'm sorry for turning my back on you and the times you needed me the most. So the person they feel like they're betraying right now is you. They don't feel like they're betraying the karmic partner, even though they may feel guilty about that, feeling like a sin. But they're saying, I feel like I'm betraying you for not being there, for turning my back on you, for ignoring you, ghosting you when you've needed me, for not opening up to you. The times you needed me the most, I felt like I couldn't be there for you. And that's a betrayal. And they feel really bad about that, guilty, depressed, remorseful, regretful. It's causing them stomach pain. So this is also what they're digesting, the way they've treated you, the way they've behaved. But also, when they weren't able to be there for you at the times you needed them, that was when you gained your strength and clarity. That's when you found your faith. That's when you went within and connected with self and source. That's when you realised how strong you are, that you are a warrior, that you have angelic presence around you, that you have faith in God, that He armors you up, that He gets you through. So that's when you found yourself and source. That's when you stepped into your power more. Yet they feel like that was their biggest betrayal and they want to make up for that. And that's why they're saying I'm stripping down. Now this is a naked woman in this card, so I won't show you this card. But this is a woman. She's also got tattoos on a sleeve here. So you may have a sleeve tattoo, or you may have tattoos on the upper arm here, or even down your leg as well. To show me, because we've got the leg. It says feminine beliefs on the leg. So you could have a tattoo on your leg. This is what you could have. And again, I spoke about scratches on the legs as well, or issues with the legs. So they're definitely thinking about you physically today. They want to strip you down, and they could feel very sinful about that. They could be processing that too, their desire that they are repressing because of their situation or whatever they've got going on. So they're thinking about what it would be like to strip you down, what your body's like. They're thinking about you, especially if you've got tattoos. They show me tattoos significantly in this as well. But again, they don't want you to wear a mask around them either. They don't want you to hide who you are from them either. Because some of you may be wearing masks around them right now, not because you're inauthentic, but because you're actually masking your feelings. You're holding yourself back. You don't want to get hurt anymore. Or maybe you've just disappeared in general. This woman on this card, she's wearing like a mask, like an antler mask here. Like a bony mask, like an animal mask. So what I'm feeling with this is, they want to explore their animalistic side with you, their primal desires. And if they're pushing them down, that's not healthy anyway. And maybe you've pulled your energy back because of that. So you could be out doing other things. You could be out with friends, family. Some of you could be dating someone else. But they're worried about you stripping down with someone else. And they're really afraid of that. But really it's because your feminine beliefs are you're saying, I'm setting boundaries down. It's either going to be out in the open with me or not at all. You've gone through your own lessons and growth and you've set boundaries down, and they are respecting those boundaries. And they know now they're digesting the fact that if they don't get their act together, they're going to lose you forever, and they don't want to. And that's why in yesterday's reading, they were coming up with things like, the marriage is over, I'm going to get divorced, or whatever it is they need to leave. And that's also something they're digesting, and that can bring anger up. So I feel they are healing a lot today. So if you're not in contact today, it's actually a blessing in disguise, because they feel like a monster, especially if they feel angry, and they are protecting you from their own energy. But ultimately what they want to do is get you in a room by themselves and have their way with you and show you exactly how they feel. But they are thinking about you always, no matter what's going on. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.